When my dad disappeared, no one had answers. No goodbye, no note, no evidence. Just gone. The police said he probably ran off. My mother said he had secrets. I said nothing because deep down, I already knew the truth. The monsters took him. And now they were coming for me. It started a week after he vanished. I was walking through the school hallway, my mind spinning, like it always did now. I barely heard the laughter of my classmates, the clatter of lockers, or the gossip swirling around me. But I did hear the whisper. It was faint, like the sound of breath behind glass. I turned and saw it. A shadow. Too tall, too thin, shaped like a man made of smoke. It was crouching behind a locker, its head tilted unnaturally sideways, eyes glowing faint white. I blinked. Gone. At first, I thought I was imagining things. Stress, maybe. Sleep deprivation, trauma, but the shadows kept appearing in the corners of classrooms, crawling across ceilings, or standing at the end of the hallway where no one looked twice. One day, I saw one standing right behind my teacher, its long black fingers curled slowly around her shoulders. Its mouth, if that hole was a mouth, moved, whispering into her ear. She kept teaching, smiling, oblivious. I screamed, "Get away from her!" Everyone froze. The room was dead silent. The creature vanished. The teacher stared at me, stunned. "Maya, are you all right?" They all looked at me like I was insane. Whispers filled the room. Laughter, confusion. I grabbed my bag and ran. That night, I opened my dad's desk drawer and pulled out something I hadn't touched in years. His leather-bound journal. He was a researcher, some secretive government project. I never knew the details. He said it was boring science stuff. Inside the journal were drawings. Monsters. Just like the ones I'd been seeing. Page after page, with strange notes scribbled in the margins. "The veil is thinning. They sense fear. If you can see them, they can see you too." My breath caught. I wasn't going crazy. I spent every spare moment in the school library, researching the veil, other dimensions, shadow entities. Some of it was myth, some science, but something kept coming up again and again. Project. Veil. A defunct experiment on interdimensional perception. And then the monster stopped hiding. That night, I was in the hallway outside my room when the lights flickered and went out. Silence. Then I heard it scratching, slow, deliberate, coming from the wall. It peeled itself out like ink dripping in reverse. The monster stared at me, its head tilted, eyes full of hate and hunger. "Maya," it whispered. "You're not supposed to see." I ran. My legs barely moved. It chased me, stretching, crawling. I slammed the door to my room shut and sobbed on the floor. The next day, I told myself I would stop pretending everything was normal. I went to the only person I trusted, Jordan, me, childhood friend. He found me on the rooftop at lunch. "You look like hell," he said. "Thanks," I muttered. "Talk to me, Maya. What's going on?" I hesitated. Then I handed him the journal, let him flip through it. "You think I'm crazy?" I said. "Go ahead." Jordan was quiet. Then he said, "I saw one. Not like you described, but similar. In a dream. I thought it was just a nightmare. But it felt real." That moment changed everything. We followed the clues in the journal coordinates, maps, scribbled notes, and one rainy night, we found it. A forgotten research lab buried in the woods outside town. Everything was rusted and cracked. The lights barely worked, but something inside still hummed. We reached the lowest chambera door, marked Project. Veil. Inside, there was something. A rift in the air. A shimmering tear, in reality, like liquid glass. The monsters were there too, crawling on walls, slithering across the ceiling. They didn't attack. Not yet. They were waiting. And at the center of it all was the veil. Pulsing, open, alive. Jordan backed away. "We shouldn't be here." "I know," I whispered. "But I think my dad went through." He looked at me, afraid. "Maya, don't." I pulled out the small, glowing device I'd found in the lava kind of stabilizer, according to the journal. It buzzed in my hand. "I have to find him." And then I stepped forward, into the light. I don't know what I'll find on the other side, but I do know this. They said seeing is believing. But in my case, seeing is surviving.